Okay, you've probably heard the advice, follow your passion a million times, right? It's in every graduation speech, every self-help book. It's just everywhere. But what if that advice, the one thing we've been told our whole lives, is actually pointing us in the completely wrong direction?
So, that's what we're going to dig into today. We're not just going to poke holes in that old idea. Nope. We're going to explore a totally different framework, a better way to think about building a career that isn't just exciting for a moment, but is actually truly fulfilling for the long haul.
First things first, we've got to understand what we're really up against here, and that is the passion myth. It's this super seductive idea that somewhere out there, a perfect job is just waiting for you, if, and only if, you can figure out what your one true passion is.
And I mean, you can see why it's so popular, right? The promise is amazing. Find that one thing you absolutely love, and you'll never work a day in your life. It makes your career feel like this epic quest for a hidden treasure.
But this is where things get a little tricky. Because what happens when that passion doesn't pay the bills? Or what about when the thing you used to love doing for fun suddenly feels like a total drag because now you have to do it? For a lot of people, this whole treasure hunt doesn't lead to fulfillment. It just leads to feeling lost and honestly like you failed.
So, what is the real problem with passion? Well, think of it like this. It's a fantastic spark, but it's a really terrible compass. I mean, trying to build an entire career on passion alone is kind of like trying to cross the ocean on a jet ski. Sure, it's fast, it's exciting, but you're going to run out of gas pretty quick.
And that right there is the heart of the issue. Passion is an emotion. And just like any other emotion, it comes and goes. It can be incredibly powerful, yeah, but it's not constant. And when the pressure of the real world starts building up, that intense little flame can flicker and die out really easily.
You know, our whole expectation of what passion is supposed to be is just completely out of whack with reality. We expect this roaring, constant fire to light our path. But what we actually get, it's more like an unpredictable spark. We think it's giving us a clear destination, but really it's just a fleeting feeling. We're told it'll energize us through any challenge, but the truth is, it often just disappears when the going gets tough.
Okay, so if passion is the problem, then what's the answer? Well, let's talk about a much better alternative: purpose. This is all about shifting our focus away from trying to find an emotion and toward building a solid foundation.
A really great way to think about this is through the Japanese concept of Ikigai. It's pronounced Ikigai, and it basically means a reason for being. Now, this isn't some flash in the pan. It's a deep, quiet conviction. It's not a firework. It's the slow-burning fuel that can actually keep you going for your entire life.
And this is absolutely the most important takeaway. It's a total mindset shift. See, we treat passion like something you have to find, like you're just going to stumble upon it one day. But purpose, your Ikigai, that's something you have to actively build. It's a deliberate process, putting it together piece by piece.
So how do you actually build it? Well, it's all about finding that sweet spot where 4 key things in your life intersect. It starts with what you love. Yeah, your passions are part of this. Then, you look at what you're actually good at, your skills. Next, you think about what the world truly needs, how you can contribute. And finally, what you can be paid for. Purpose lives right there, at the center of all 4.
Which brings us to the final showdown, the big comparison that really ties this all together. It's about fuel versus fire. We need to stop looking for a fire and start building up our supply of fuel. Let's just put it all side by side. Passion, the fire, it burns really hot and really fast. But purpose, the fuel, it burns steady and long. Passion is something you hope you find. Purpose is something you decide to build. Passion is an emotion that changes with your mood. Purpose is a direction. It's a North Star that's still there even on the cloudy days.
And that just brings us back to this incredibly powerful idea. Seriously, think about it. Do you want to build a career on something that could burn out next year? Or on a fuel source that can last for decades? Purpose gives you the why, the reason you get up and push through the tough days, especially when the what you're doing isn't all that exciting. So the real shift here is your goal. It's time to stop frantically searching for that one magic spark. Instead, you can start the deliberate, meaningful work of gathering your fuel, your skills, your values, your contribution, and start building a fire that is actually designed to last.
And I guess that's the question I want to leave you with, because it really does change everything. Are you just waiting around for a temporary spark to light your way? Are you going to take control, gather your own fuel, and start intentionally building a life of lasting purpose?